So finally, the today's search has changed. It's no longer about just traffic, it's about the visibility as well now. It's about seen by the AI now. So when people search Google, ChatGPT, or any other LLM model, it's not just a direct question and a direct simple answer with a blue link, traditionally what it used to be. It's now more of a customized response according to the query, according to the question, I would say. So if we are not in the questions, if we are not mentioned in the answers, we are probably getting invisible, right? So let's first talk about the traditional SEO and AI SEO, okay? So just 2-3 years ago, asking very specific long questions to Google search was not possible. We used to type very specific keyword, for example, car rental, and we used to get very specific links, locations accordingly, very direct answer to that, right? But today, AI engines like ChatGPT, Gemini, Google SGE have changed the game actually. Now you can ask what you want in your natural language and you can get a very helpful, clear, crisp answer to it. These capabilities didn't exist earlier. So we can say the SEO game is evolving like always. So the traditional SEO was totally about ranking on specific keywords, bringing up your website on that, and then generating traffic to your website, and then obviously leads. This is still working, by the way, but now there's a more extended version to it. There's more evolution to it. Let's discuss about that. So AI SEO is basically people like you and me who are now very much wanting direct answers. For example, myself, for buying this specific wire, I actually did not search Amazon reviews or I did not Google it. What I did was I actually searched directly that I want a cable which can transmit 4K video from my camera to my laptop real time for video conferencing. And I then got information that what is required for that and which wire do you need. Understanding the user's query, understanding the context to it, and then getting the right answer to is what is this kind of model is. So we call it generative engine optimization as well. For example, you are into UAE or you are into property. So now you have apartments in Dubai to sell. What would you traditionally do? In traditional SEO, we often used to focus on keywords and the volumes, right? Like buy properties in Dubai, buy apartment in Dubai, and some supporting blogs. This is how your SEO guy would probably give you a strategy, right? But in today's AI engine SEO, it is trained to understand the depth of the topic, not just keywords, go beyond it, and just think more than volume. The search demand and everything is also part to it. For example, someone searching, can I buy an apartment in Dubai and pass on it to future generations? This query gives a lot of clear understanding that the user is thinking about buying an apartment and can he pass on it to the future generations, right? So what would we also add to it? For example, UAE inheritance laws, freehold versus leasehold properties, free zone ownership rights, golden visa eligibility, long-term residency laws, taxation and ownership rules for expats, cultural or legal considerations when transferring property, and so many more topics. So this was not just according to the volume or according to one keyword which has a similar kind of structure. For example, buy apartment in Dubai, buy flat in Dubai. So it's not about that. It's about actually understanding with the user's perspective what he would or she would actually be looking for, what kind of related entities should be knowing while buying property, which she wants to inherit or give it to the future generations. So what kind of things can come into the mind? So it is kind of a mind map we have to understand, and that's how we make the semantic topical map. That's all is the base of AI SEO and how it is different from traditional SEO. Having said that, if traditional SEO done right in this manner, properly, thoughtfully, it is also the base to AI. So traditional SEO is nothing different from AI SEO, but is exactly a better version of it. So if you've done your things right, if your traditional SEO is done right, properly semantically thought, it is actually probably the same thing then. Let's not complicate. Now the time is to simplify, okay? So what is generative engine optimization? Let's talk about it. So let me give you another example which will help you understand generative engine optimization more, okay? For instance, let's think about, is stainless steel cookware safe for pregnancy? If your website is mentioning about stainless steel cookware, is mentioning about cookware safety, is mentioning about pregnancy and pregnancy health related things, and it is written by a certified nutritionist, it is internally linked to best cookware materials during pregnancy, And it is also mentioning about toxic versus non-toxic cookwares, pregnancy safety guides according to food, and all those things. If all this semantically are covered in different topics and is covering, then we are the source of truth for AI engines actually. And this is the base of generative engine optimization, which is we also call GEO, right? So basically it's like the AI engines work in a very simplified way. They have to actually understand your website. They have to understand your context and related context to it. They have to understand that this is the source of truth for us to actually serve to the user. And this is how we rank into ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and all those engines. That's what is GEO. Now, what needs to be done then? Why this all of information, right? Now, let's get into the point. So, it's about creating that digital semantic ecosystem where we have topical clusters, we have semantic maps, clear internal linkings, structured data, the base of traditional SEO, of course, ownership and EEAT, like proper authors and certified authors according to who can actually write on this topic. And how do we track this AI traffic or visibility then? These are the basic things we need to cover when we talk about AI SEO and LLM SEO. So how we work at Kings Digital, we have 15 years of experience, and we have really evolved from the days of traditional old school forum SEO to today's day of AI SEO and LLM SEO. We are obsessed with SEO, as you see. It's not just about understanding the base of SEO, but also our research paper we study and see how the changes in algorithms are evolving, how LLM interprets and understands and serves the results, how actually people search for. So we don't follow gimmicks or shady tricks. We usually follow common sense, and that's how it makes sense to the users. We believe in building true authority and staying ahead of the game. So why work with us? We have studied, systemized it, created SOPs, delivered results, have a lot of case studies, more than 100 case studies, and also crushing it in AI SEOs and ranking our clients into ChatGPT, Google AI Overviews, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and also understanding that each model is a little different and what is required to actually rank and make our client or website visible for a specific query in that search model or LLM. So the SEO is evolving, yes. Is it something to worry? No, if you're in the right hands. Do you need patience to do this? Yes and no. At the same time, we can really quickly take action. The thing is that if you've written the best article, for example, on mics, that best mic under $500, whatever, if you've written the best article, it is not like that you probably rank. You need to show that you're the authority to tell about mics. You've written a lot of content and related content about sound equipment, mics, and all other things. In short, about creating authority and being the source of truth and giving direct answer and solving users' query directly. That's how what is AI SEO, and that's how we specialize in and master it. And you can fill up the form, and let's get into business and talk about how we can work together. Thank you so much.